Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Dwi Sri Ayu Anissa from class 3B Biology Education, teaching Biology English segment, Muhammadiyah University Professor Dr. Hamkah. Here I will explain material about heredity. Have you ever compared your physical characteristic with your mother's father's? There must be some parts that tend to look like your father or your mother, right? This occurred in every living thing, including humans, who can inherit their parents' genes. The physical traits that come from this mixture of genes are part of the patterns of heredity in humans.
What is heredity? If you want to know more, see the following video. Here I will explain. Definition of heredity. Heredity or inheritance is the inheritance of phenotypic feature from the parents to the offspring, either through sexual reproduction or asexual reproduction, so that the offspring in the form of cell or organisms obtain genetic information from the parents. Overall material review. Blood theory, inheritance is carried by blood. Preformation theory, the existence of small living things in the gametes of new individual candidates. Epigenesis theory, an egg that has been fertilized by spermatozoa will hold growth little by little. Pangenesis theory, after the ovum is fertilized by spermatozoa, the ovum contains shoots that grow into new living things. Haeckel's theory, which is responsible for the inheritance of the trait, is the core substance of the spermatozoa. Mendel's laws. Genetic, the study of science inheritance from parents to offspring. Inheritance experiments were carried out first by Gregor Johann Mendel, using Pis or Pisum sativum for 12 years. He chose peanuts as his research medium because they have many varieties and seed germination is easier to succeed. Mendel divided the beans into groups for easy tracing of character transmission. The groups crate are, for example, plain height, tall and short, and pea flower color purple or white. In the first experiment, Mendel crossed a pea with purple and white flowers. From this experiment, the dominant character was more visible than the recessive character, where the purple flower peas were. In the second experiment, a recessive gun appeared wherein the second offspring appeared purple and white flower peas. In depth, at a cross, the male and female parents are called parental, symbolized by the letter P. The result of a parental cross equals a filius symbolized by the letter V. The cross of the male parents with the female parents is called P1. The filial is called V1. The cross between the V1 male and V1 female is called P2. The filial is called P2. Genotype is an invisible trait that is determined by the gene pair in individual properties that appear from the outside or that we can observe with the five senses are called phenotypes. The variants man can pass on: cheek, skin color, tongue, ear lobe, mother's hand, height, blood group, hair, eyelashes, nose. Monohybrid cross with one different type. Monohybrid ratio 3 appeal 1 and genotype ratio 1 appeal 2 appeal 1. Example can be seen on the side. Mendel formulated a hypothesis explaining the law of heredity. 1. Each trait of an organism is controlled by a pair of hereditary factors atau genes. One from the male parents, the other from the female parents. 2. Each pair of hereditary factors show an alternative form to the other. 3. One of the allele pairs is dominant. 4. Pure individuals have the same two alleles, all dominant or all recessive. 5. All V1 individuals are uniform. 6. If dominance appears fully, then V1 individuals have the phenotype of their dominant parents. The hybrid cross across pemasteran with two different properties. Example can be seen on the side. Mendel's principles. 1. The principle of heredity states that the inheritance of organisms is controlled by heredity factors or genes. 2. The principle of free segregation in the formation of gametes. Gene pairs separate freely so that each gamete gets one of the genes from the gene pair. 3. The principle of independent pairing in fertilization. Genes from male gametes and genes from female gametes will pair freely. 4. The principle of full or incomplete dominance intermediate. Patterns of heredity. Walter Steinberg, Sutton of chromosomal heredity patterns. The shape and identity of each chromosome is fixed. The number of chromosomes contained by sperm and egg cells is the same. New organisms, as a result of fertilization, contain two sets of chromosomes in each cell. In meiosis, the two sets of chromosomes separate freely. Thanks for attention. Hope it is useful. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.